Hello there.
I'm Pickle Rick!
Let's do it, guys! Right. It's morphin' time!
Avengers! Assemble.
Oh, do you want some?
You know what? I feel like
Every episode.
it's amazing. Exactly.
I don't know how there's always conveniently popcorn in
There's
these
always
videos.
gonna be popcorn.
Oh, I don't know how it's convenient.
You
Get
start.
that mashed potato head product placement.
Yeah, okay, yeah. There we go, baby.
What's up, guys? Brian back again today for Geek Culture Talk with
Thomas, a pleasure as always.
At this point, this guy's basically the co-host of the show with you on every episode except the first one.
I got a raise. I'm very happy about that. I'm not getting paid though.
Yeah. I mean, once in a while, might be an episode you might not be in, like if it's a topic you don't know much about. So.
Yeah, exactly. But then again, there's a lot of topics I don't know about, so that kind of scares me.
Well, like if I were to do a Walking Dead episode, if I were to rant about it, you wouldn't be on it because you don't know anything about. No.
Yeah, I would just basically be the scared little child in the corner watching his parents fight as Brendan just sweats bullets about Coral and Rick.
Yeah.
Anyway, Brendan, today we're talking about something very close to my heart, aren't we? As you can see.
We're talking about video game bosses for this one. One we like and hate, and also one we haven't played before.
Yes, very true, very
For
true.
once, we're actually not doing an episode where we're talking about future stuff, like films and stuff. I'm not. By the way, just to let you all know, I mentioned this in a video I did about the Black Widow news video. We did a Phase 4 news video, but like, okay, literally multiple complications happened.
Yes.
My editing software broke.
What? Oh, god damn it
Don't you remember
again.
that? Don't you remember I told you about
I do, god damn it, I
And
forgot.
then like, then I had to get preparation for like prom and grad. Then I was up in my trailer for a weekend. Then I got a sinus infection. By that point, San Diego Comic-Con came out. I'm like, screw it.
Jesus Christ, man.
So at this point, we're not doing any more news videos.
Are you
like
okay? You've suffered a lot. Are you good? Like, we can turn the camera off if this is too much for you.
that. I'm good.
Alright.
Sure. I can big sitting on me.
Oh yeah, so sorry.
You move back a little bit more though, I think.
Oh, cool. I just don't want to tip anything.
Oh, it's.
I mean, we totally don't have a green screen in the back. It's nothing.
It's totally a behind the scenes set. So we're not doing more news videos like that because clearly we always are out of date with them.
Yes, we are. Although, we do have to say, the last time we did do one of those, Marvel news videos, we basically predicted everything, right?
Yeah.
We predicted everything.
You did. You're the one who guessed a lot of stuff.
I frickin' told you!
Yeah.
You can rest now, Tony. You can rest.
Yeah.
I was very happy about that.
Yeah. And also, appreciate the new intro we got for the video.
Which
Brand new.
was amazing.
Yeah, we got hello there.
And
Hello there.
hello. Oh, by the way, we have to put a little asterisk next to that. If you have a problem with the opening, it can't change.
Kind of. Like, but not the whole moving set. If I wanted to change that, I'd have to recreate the entire thing. That'd be a bitch.
Because Brendan lost the thing.
After I processed the whole thing, it wouldn't save on me. I couldn't close it and save. Didn't understand. So I'd see if I restart the computer to see what would happen then. And because like if that happened, I could still just open and be fine. But it's not entirely erased. I'm
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
great.
Which I do have to say, as not an employee, I have to say, very excellent editing skills. A round of applause, a clap and a half.
Yeah. It's worse out than the watch when editing because it's all scrappy at first when you're editing it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's how you start off.
Yeah. We have that new intro because the last one got copyrighted.
Damn you,
The
YouTube!
song I used in it was from an anime Justice League film. Even though DC copyrighted on the wrong film, they said it was from a film that came out prior to that.
You sons
It was the wrong one. Technically, though, the songs do sound similar, but it's still not the right song.
I don't know what I'm more
copyrighted.
insulted about, them copywriting you or getting the name wrong.
Yeah.
I guess that goes to show how much of a nerd we
Yeah,
are.
but maybe I've got a more flashy intro now.
Very true.
Music's done by...
And we have Lord of the Rings in there, baby.
I feel bad. I forgot to put like Gandalf or Legolas in that big final image at the end.
Well, I mean, hey man, you live and you learn.
Yeah. I almost forgot to put Leonardo in the intro.
Almost what?
Yeah. I mean, in the final image.
Dude, you're slipping, man. Do we need to talk about this?
We got Philip Oyeka. Did music this time. There's a lot of fan-made music online.
Shout out to Oyeka.
Yeah, he did the what was it? The Thor versus Kratos music online. That video.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Nice. Nice, buddy.
All right, so enough of that now.
All right, so
let's
get into
That's a long enough intro.
Very true.
All right, so we're talking about, like I said, video game bosses that we like, hates, didn't like, just thought were meh, or like just ones we haven't played.
Mm-hmm.
So,
would you like to go first, Mr. Brendan?
I have to start the video first. We should like first talk about ones we haven't played yet, because it feels reasonable.
Yes, it does show like, oh, we're aware these bosses exist. And
Yeah.
we just haven't played them yet.
Right. So, my finger loads. Yeah. So the first one I want to mention on bosses we haven't played is probably one of the most famous bosses of all time. I would say Psycho Mantis, from Metal Gear Solid.
Psycho Mantis, yeah.
From Metal Gear Solid 1, right? That's the.
I don't think Metal Gear Solid 1. It might have been. It might have been. Otherwise, he's a legendary boss.
Yes.
Especially the fact that he breaks the goddamn fourth wall. Like, he tells you to plug in, or plug out and plug in your controller again.
Well, no, it's like you have to pick up a phone in the game. Because, like, he taunts you, he predicts your entire moves in your controller to get to, like, kids all back then had to, like, did not answer the phone in the game, to find out you have to plug in your controller into another port.
What is this?
As he taunts you, it's like, oh, you play Castlevania!
Yes, another Canova.
Do you remember that?
I don't remember the Castlevania one.
That's one thing I remember he said, I can recall he said, like, so, you play Castlevania!
Well, Snake. Mm.
I don't know what else he said.
I'm 3 steps ahead of you at all times, yes.
Which that's an interesting thing about Psycho Mantis, because that was a very different thing back than having to play a controller into
Oh,
a
absolutely. I don't
port.
think they haven't. I don't think they've ever done it before, and they've never really dabbled in that since.
Here's an interesting thing, because inevitably at some point they're gonna have to probably remake the Metal Gear Solid into modern consoles.
Yeah.
It's kind of where they haven't yet.
It's a classic. I'm
Yeah.
surprised actually.
Yeah, like the fourth game they can kind of just probably like port over and stuff. But the first three are like
The first 2 they're gonna have to.
Yeah, which begs the question.
It's a little polygonal.
Yeah, which begs the question: how would they do Psycho Mantis boss fight? Because they can't really do that. Plug the control, because you don't need your control plugged in anymore for game consoles.
Very true.
So what would you have to do? Would you have to play on? Would you actually still have to switch a controller like on PlayStation, or would you have to like do something more crazy about that?
You know what I think they would do, and this is looking at like a logical kind of thing. It's not as cool as, oh, look in the box the disc came in, and then there's a code here, yada yada. I think what they would do is press pause, go into options, audio, click click. Cut out. Oh my God, Snake! You've beaten my trap. Hold.
I would say more like maybe you have to go into your PlayStation calendar and set the date to maybe like the date of the first game.
Ooh.
That could be interesting. I don't know.
Ooh, that would actually be a little cool.
Yeah.
Although, don't go on.
Then again, with like Kojima, he's like he could do anything probably.
Yes, he can. Although the thing is, Konami owns Metal Gear, and when we did ask, like, oh, why haven't they rebooted or like remastered that game? It's because Konami.
Yeah. Oh, you want to make a remake of the original games? Oh, here's the answer for you. We're gonna make Metal Gear Survive instead, and it's gonna be gangbusters. And Kojima sits there just like, great job, guys.
We're gonna charge you for save slots. How does that sound?
Oh, that's terrific. I'm gonna stand over here and make my Death Stranding and actually be cool and relevant, you sons of bitches.
Do you like eating babies? Well, we have the game for you.
We have, you can piss in my game.
You can do so much.
Did you see that? You can piss in that game?
I remember hearing about that trailer. I didn't watch it.
I did. You can just piss. Like they even made it now that you can't see Norman Reedus' dick, and he was. And the actor posted a thing funny saying, "Oh, thank God."
Damn it! Shit. That was the only reason I was gonna buy it.
All those like Norman Reedus stands are just like, why can't we see his dick?
God damn it! The entire gay community just 1,000 screams fading away.
I mean, yeah.
That although now that we did talk about Psycho Mantis and the fact that his entire thing was basically messing with you in the third person, there is another boss from another game. If we're allowed to move on, is that alright?
What is it again?
It's from Undertale, actually.
Okay, you can mention that.
Yes, one boss that I find very interesting, although I've never played the game, Sans from Undertale. And Psycho Mantis reminded me of that because the most memorable thing about Undertale is that it literally turns the game off, deletes your saves, traps you in this boss fight called, like, level 9999999 my worlds. And, and if you beat the evil game, it deletes everything.
What?
Yes.
Like, for real, it deletes?
Well,
it's not like Arkham Asylum Scare Trigger where it's...
No, it for real deletes, and you have to wait there for like 20 minutes before the game, like, interesting, you're still here. Do you want the game back? Yes.
What?
Which is why we're talking about Sans, who is the final boss in the evil playthrough. Because if you do, there's two ways, or well, multiple ways you can play Undertale, but two main ones. Pacifist, where you're all nice, you don't hurt anyone, you never kill, and you make friends with everybody. And the Genocide route, where you literally murder and maim every enemy until when you're walking in a space, the thing comes up saying, nobody arrived. Like, X wants to challenge you, nobody showed up. You have to kill every boss, every mini character, everything. You can even kill a snowman.
Like,
yes.
okay.
Which is why at the end, you face Sans, who in the main game is he's this funny guy who just tells like a lot of bone jokes. That's really about it. And throughout the good side of the game, you see like, oh, maybe there's something a little more to it. His eyes disappeared for 5 seconds. Ooh. Which is why when you do the Genocide route, he goes full on, I'm gonna mess with every single timeline.
Yeah, so...
Anyway, yeah.
That's something.
It is. Oh, and wanna know something funny?
What?
If you get to a certain point in the Sans boss fight, he gets tired and says, hey man, I'll spare you. Like, you wanna be friends? Like, let's put all this behind us. Guess what happens if you say yes?
The game ends?
He insta-kills you. And just says, get dunked on.
I want to see parents, like, you know, parents will usually upload the videos of their kids seeing the Darth Vader reaction in Empire Strikes Back?
Yeah.
I want to see them do that with this now. That's terrible.
That's
Why would
awful.
you do that to a person?
Why would you Look, man, you just murdered like 1,000 people.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, well, like, shit.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and there's this one character who, in the good version, you can send to college, but in the bad version, you murder her.
What? Why is this game so twisted?
It's a good game. You should play it. Alright, guys, 5,000 likes and we'll get an Undertale playthrough for Brendan.
Moving on, then.
Alright, well, next boss.
Yeah, so we're still on the ones we haven't played yet, so...
Yes.
This one, I just said general of them, but there's a couple of them, some just, like, sum them up, so... Kirby bosses.
Ooh, classic.
Yeah,
Boy.
so...
Damn it! Oh
What?
my god, I didn't put what's his name?
Marks.
I didn't put Marks on the list. He's an awesome boss. Damn it.
I guess we can talk about Kirby bosses we have played on this.
Yeah,
one.
we can.
Yeah, so... I've always kind of maintained that, like, Kirby's a little more interesting than Mario in Nintendo's franchise.
I absolutely agree.
Like,
100%.
Like, Mario's got, like, a couple villains. Like, you got Bowser, Wario...
You got Bowser, you got Kamek.
And Donkey Kong sometimes, not really much anymore. And,
Donkey
Kirby's-
Kong's like, yo...
Kirby's
you saw
got, like,
girl.
a plethora of bad guys.
Kirby, like, delves into some Cthulhu-level bad guys.
Oh, yeah.
It's weird.
And some, like, blood in some of his...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He shot this giant eldritch god in the eye.
Oh, yeah,
Christ.
02.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember years ago, I was, like, wanted to learn about Kirby, I don't know why, so I looked at this video called Kirby Bosses. It was called Top 15 Best Kirby Bosses.
I think I was there when you did it.
Yeah, I showed you that video years later. Why I got named Fawful Mini, I'll leave a link in the description below, 'cause it's a pretty good video.
Oh, I remember Fawful's man.
Yeah. And the bosses there, like, I was like, wow, these are interesting bosses. Like, they're, like, very interesting,
Yeah.
these bosses. Like 02, of course, Squashini was an interesting one.
Squashini, yes.
The Mr. Sun, Mr. Moon one. The computer virus.
Oh, the computer virus was sick, though. It was
Yeah.
annoying to fight, but it was sick.
Yeah, of course, Marks, the
Marks is
Sonic
classic.
Screech, that's like on on par with the Super Mega Sonic Screech and
Yo, dude, that was incredible. You're playing the clip right now.
Oh, we're playing something right
Oh,
now.
we doing it. We've had this argument. I legitimately believe Marx can go up against Thanos with like a full.
When did we have this argument?
We have, like.
I don't recall.
We did though. Like a while ago, like I firmly believe Marx can beat Thanos. Like, or at least put up a fight. Thanos might win at the end of the day, but more than a drop of blood. You know what I mean?
Who was that one of our villains? He delivered the Squeak Squad.
Oh, it was.
Daroach was his name.
Daroach, yeah. That's
he was
what
a
it
cool one.
He was pretty cool.
Yeah.
He was.
Galactonite.
Magalore.
Oh yeah, Magalore.
Magalore is sick. Magalore is sick.
And of course, sadly, Wispy Woods and D2D.
Wispy Woods.
Shout
out for my boy.
They're always there, but they're no one's favorites.
Oh, well, okay. DDD is an absolute Chad. Like,
Is he even a bad guy still?
I think he's like. He's a jerk, but he'll still like help save the world.
Yeah.
Like he's fat. He'll eat anything. He'll steal from people, but he still will save the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then of course the Wispy Woods.
Wispy Woods is just sad, man.
Just there.
Like he's not a villain. Kirby attacks him.
He's just there.
He's just there. Oh, and Lolo and Lalala. Remember the blue ball and the pink ball, and they're just like, woo.
Maybe.
Woo. They were brother and sister, or they were girlfriend. Maybe they were incestuous. I don't know.
Galactonite's also something I mentioned.
Galactonite's sick.
Yeah.
I love Galactonite.
Yeah. A lot of cool bosses in Kirby. I mean, we played a couple of Kirby games before. I played Mastack and Return to Dreamland was one on the Wii, right? The one we played that one time.
Return to Dream? Yes, Return to Dreamland.
And you've played that one and anything else?
I've played a lot of the DS
yeah.
ones and the Game Boys. There was this one cool one where you first fight Meta Knight, and it's like his battalion or his massive ship, and you're just Kirby and you're just like wrecking through every part of the ship. You get to the engine, you get to the wings, you get to the main deck, and you kill everyone. And then you're on the run from Meta Knight as he's like, I'm gonna murder you for this.
Interesting. And we also have to say, I guess, like, when we played Return to Dreamland, because, like, there was, like, 4 of us playing at the time.
Yes,
The bosses aren't hard to beat when it's, like, there's 4 people.
No, I think...
Like, I remember there was, like, maybe almost a minute at least just to beat them.
Yeah.
If it was, like, more than 2 people...
Well, here's the thing. Half that team was stupid. Like, half that team didn't know how to use their thumbs, so it took a little longer than it should have.
Yeah, it was still very simple. Like, there was the Doodler, who was that genie guy, and the shark.
Coming soon to Gotham, the Doodler.
Didn't we fight the Grand Doomer also?
The Grand Doomer?
That big orange orb guy with the mouth.
Oh yeah, there's quite a few of those guys.
Yeah.
They're like a reoccurring mini boss.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Mr. Frosty, you remember him? He's a mini boss. He's that human seal looking guy who just like smacks.
Yeah.
He's cute. He's cute.
Kirby's got more interesting plethora of bad guys than most of the Nintendo.
Yeah, which is why I loved how in the new Kirby, basically all the DLC characters were ex-villains.
Yeah,
Sick, yeah.
And Marx was in Smash Bros.
Guys, so when I found out he was a boss, my jaw was like, yay!
I texted him immediately when I was playing and I found out I was like, Marx is in the game.
Look at this!
But he's not playable.
No, damn it, which would have been awesome.
You want Marx? You get the Wii Fit right here.
Damn, I'm still fingers crossed for Bandana D2D. I love him for... It's unhealthy how much I want him in Smash Brothers. I'm just gonna admit. I just want him so badly.
Right, so, yeah.
Any other,
Not really. I mean, there's a bunch of bosses we haven't played we can talk about. Because if we keep talking about one we haven't played, we'll go on too long. We're not going to talk about that. Like, there's a lot of great villains, bosses in general, like Sephiroth or GLaDOS or Ganon. A lot of great bosses out there.
I only have like 3 more on my list there.
You can just like list them off and really scrap
I wrote down GLaDOS from Portal.
Yeah.
I really like her. Her boss fight wasn't much, but I just like how she's basically there with you the entire thing.
Yeah.
One you might not know, Voss from Far Cry 3.
Isn't he that crazy guy?
He's that crazy guy. Like,
yeah.
the definition of insanity. I just love him so much because he's funny.
Yeah.
Like, they did like a live action trailer where,
Oh, yeah.
like I showed you, he captured this guy and buried him in the sand. And this is more like the boss fight looks super cool that I've never played. Baldur from God of War 4.
Oh yeah, I've got God of War.
Yeah, you do. And that first fight with like the mysterious stranger looks like straight out of Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah.
It looks so sick. It's like two gods going up against one another.
Can you imagine seeing Goku watch that? Like, I'm out. I'm just over here.
I will not let you destroy my world!
Like, I'm not powerful. He sees Kratos. I'm like, okay, I'm out.
You're Super Saiyan.
I'm just gonna stand over here. I'm just gonna sit here. I'll come back. I'll wait here.
Boulder, I'm rooting for you because this guy scares me.
But, yeah.
Oh man. Well, yeah, it's
Yeah, so let's get into the boss now. We actually have played and liked.
We liked or we hated? Which
We like. We're like,
we like? Okay.
Loved,
okay.
liked, thought were pretty good, stuff like that.
Alright.
You want to go first, or do you want me?
Sure. I'm gonna go from least liked to most liked. I still love all these bosses, but I'm gonna save the one I love the most for last.
I mean, we're going ones we liked, then we're going
I'm
we're
just
going hate ones.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we're just gonna go like then hate, then hate.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, still my thing stands. Now you might not have played this game. It was from Infamous Second Son, which was not the most well received Infamous because the entire thing was basically a soft reboot where the first two games follow the same story of this one guy, and the third one just kind of completely.
I played a little bit of that game.
You played a little bit of it?
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
You
had to hold the control of spray paint.
Yeah, I like that though. It was fun. But it was like one of the first games that I platinumed that game, which was sick. It was like, oh my god, this is an experience I've never had before. And the last boss fight, while it might not be incredible, it might not be anything game-changing, it was just cool to look at, it was fun to fight. It was Augustine. You remember her, the lady with like the concrete power?
I don't think so. I didn't play that much. I played like one time over at Eric's house.
Yeah, well, Augustine's the main villain of the game who's trying to capture all these bio-terrorists, the people with powers. And her thing is she has the power to control concrete. So at the end, you basically fight this giant concrete dragon over her, and it's like bashes you around the room, and your friends come in like, yo, bro, suck this and fight her! No, he sucks up powers to fight. So this one guy who can turn into this giant angel demon for some reason just grabs machines, throws them at you so you can suck them up and fight her.
Jesus.
It wasn't anything groundbreaking, but it was fun for me, and I always have a soft spot for it. How about you?
This one, I had to pull this one. It's like from my favorite game series. I'm not sure if I even told you this is my favorite game series, but Uncharted 4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's the final boss Wraith of the game, and which like it's nothing like too grand or massive. Like it's what you kind of expect to have a game like that storytelling. You remember it was like a sword battle?
Yeah, dude, that was so fun.
Yeah,
that was really fun.
It's like the previous Uncharted game, all had like their bosses were all like kind of like in a grand scale of sorts. Like there was of course like Navarro was like on a Navarro when the first game was kind of like not on that not that grand big, but then Lazarevich and 2 was like was in this big crashing cavern and tablet, and the third one was also in this kind of like crashing temple thing. This one's similar to that, but it's like on a big scale because you're in a burning ship underground.
Yeah, it was sick.
It's also on a small scale where it's kind of like a sword fight between these two guys.
It was pretty fun. I actually a little tangent. I remember I played that boss at the cottage, at like a family friend's cottage, and I was with my sister doing it because she's not big into video games, but I managed to get her to play. We played it on the hardest difficulty, and I told her because there was a game she really wanted to buy, and I said, you know what, Mariah, if you can beat this boss by the end of the night, I will buy you that game. I will buy you this underwater game that you'll never play ever again, and she never did, but she was so determined to fight this guy on the hardest difficulty in a thing she's never played before. She's never played Uncharted previously, and she beat it, and that was the one and only time I've ever been proud of my sister.
This makes me think of like that one old Smosh Games video. Remember they did the boss fight of Naboo or something from Smash Bros. Ultimates?
Oh, Taboo.
Yeah, Taboo.
Naboo? What is it, Star Wars?
Who gives a shit? And then they just went to drive through the game all on hard difficulty just to get to that boss on the hard difficulty for the episode. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
It was like for boss fight of the week, and he was like, I finally did it. He stayed up like all night to do it, and someone comments on the video saying, you know, you could just play the whole game on normal and set the last boss fight to that difficulty. You don't have to go for the entire game. And it's like, that information would make it better to know. Well, earlier! It's not helping me now!
No! Frick!
But yeah, I just really like that boss fight of Wraith. Sometimes also I found it very difficult to fight too, because I remember the whole sword fight mechanic, you had to perfectly match where you would. I died quite a few times. It was not
my sister died like 20 times. before she even got a hit on him.
That was probably close to my time, and that was a normal difficulty. It's like that required like more skills of battle.
Yeah, it does, and it completely changed up the game, because up to that point, you've never done anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely interesting, especially because like a pirate-ish theme to it.
Absolutely. I love how like the treasure is burning down around you.
Yeah.
And like it's a perfect the thief's end. So that's
Yeah.
pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
All right. And what's your next one?
My next, more favorite or least favorite? Or favorite or hated boss?
We're doing all like favorite, like give me like least favorite or favorite, like all like in the favorite section.
Okay, all in the
We're
favorite
doing all of
section.
the ones we don't like or follow bad or hated in
Got it.
one section.
Got it. Alright, so here's a boss that a lot of you are going to judge me for, including you, Brendan. But this is a childhood favorite. Chaos from Skylanders Trap Team. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's stupid. Yes, it was. The boss fight was also stupid because he breaks the fourth wall. Like, he claims he can see you through your TV screen. He's like, I'm gonna suck the Portal Master, which is the player, into our world. And he just, like, sucks in the garbage from our place. So, like, fake flamingos, trash. And it was just cool. It was like, you know what? I'm a kid. I like this. I'm gonna Portal Master to Portal Master. Yeah.
I never be able to beat. I was never able to beat the first Skylanders game.
You never did? I never even played the first Skylanders game. I started on Giants.
Oh. When I played the first Skylanders game, like, I got to a certain point where I was having a hard time getting past it, and all my characters died, and at that point you can't. Once all the characters die, you have to reset back to a certain start point.
Really?
So I could never get further by that point because I had didn't have many characters to get further onto the game past that point.
Aw, man, that's that actually, again, a chaos boss fight in Giants. I was like woefully unprepared. It's basically the last boss fight in that game. He's a giant robot. And he's just like crushing you as you're like running towards the screen on a bridge. I swear to God, I went through like 25 Skylanders until I finally beat him on this one robot guy who shoots basketballs out of his fingers.
Alright.
Oh man, it was fun.
I don't know why I started thinking of that Godzilla commercial where you played basketball. Or versus against, like, I don't know, Charles Barkley or who the player was, Shaq, I don't know who it was, you know.
Who would win in a basketball fight? Godzilla or Shaq? I think Shaq loses by technicality.
Okay, giant reptiles like basketball.
I guess they
Do you
do.
ever know what the Easter egg in Jurassic Park 2 was like a dinosaur, the T-Rex was walking past a basketball net and started doing this with his hand? And like, just like pretend dribbling.
Oh my God.
Somewhere in the prehistoric times, dinosaurs had basketball.
Somewhere.
They probably use those the dinosaurs that have like that, those flat backs as the balls.
We always thought the dinosaurs went extinct because of their stupidity. No, it's just because they had mad dribble game.
Because they were using a dinosaur with the ball, that dinosaur caused the explosion and like, wiped them out.
Yo, the Tyrannosaurus slam dunked so hard, it knocked them into the Ice Age.
And the pterodactyl was flying over going, "Game over!
Scream! Get out! Yo, talk about Toronto Raptors, am I right?
That's a weird tangent we went into.
Yes, it is. I can't wait to see an animated version of that.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Let's move on before we start going talk too much about dinosaurs.
Very true. That's enough of chaos and Skylanders.
Right, so next boss I like is from the Arkham Asylum / City games.
Ooh.
Definitely all like very fun bosses.
Very true, very true.
Like, first I want to say something first. Arkham Asylum, they had some cool bosses in that game too.
They did. I will say, well, the last Joker boss fight was that was a little lame. They did have some pretty great ones.
Yeah.
Like Poison Ivy, fighting against
yeah.
Killer Croc. Sorry, go on.
When you technically think about it, though, like, technically Bane and Poison are the only boss fights in that game.
Oh, yeah?
So when you really think about it, the Scarecrow and Crocs are just stages. You don't actually ever physically fight them.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, you remember, they're very cool, I agree.
Yeah.
Like, you never actually physically fight them.
In Scarecrow's boss fights, where you just get from A to B without getting seen.
Yeah.
Beat 'em.
And some Crocs, you gotta run without getting
Yeah.
And it's like, they're not really boss, but still very fun.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think I told you about this one time I was playing that Arkham Asylum on the remastered one. One time I was collecting the stuff in that sewer, when I saw a Croc come out of the water. Like, basically, let's say I was here. He was on the right side of me here, and he came in the one and ran this way, and I got so scared. And I'm like, it's gonna burst through the wall behind me.
What is happening?
I was like scared. I was like, Where is he going?
Is he just gonna like pull a John Cena and come out of nowhere?
I don't know. I thought he was gonna jump. Like, literally, he jumped out of the way and ran the opposite direction. I was like, is he gonna like circle around the other way?
Am I gonna get RKO'd out of nowhere? Is he gonna RKO Batman?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That whole game changed my perspective on Killer Croc as a character. Let me tell you something. So back when I was young,
Yeah.
so like, okay, so one day I went over to my cousin's house. My cousin Kyle said, "Hey, bro, I got this new game called Arkham Asylum. You want to play it?" I was like, "Sure." So let me play it and stuff. And like, I thought it was pretty cool. Up to this point, my only experience with Killer Croc was in Batman the Animated Series and
nice.
Lego Batman.
Of course, Lego Batman.
Like, even though I knew of him, like, I never thought of him as a scary threat. Even like in the Animated Series, he was never like scary.
He was never creepy. He was
Like-
just like a big doofus.
Yeah, like there's like this is a great moment in an episode of the animated series. Like it was called Almost Got Him. It was an episode basically where Joker, Penguin, Two-Face, Croc, and Ivy are all sitting around tables playing poker, talking about how they almost got Batman. It's one of the,
Wait, Killer Croc was playing poker?
yeah.
Killer Croc can play poker? I'm more interested in that.
It's one of the show's more famous episodes.
Okay.
I might show you one day. It's
Did
pretty
he
good.
win?
I don't know.
Alright.
They didn't really end it. Batman kind of stopped him at one point.
Damn it!
But basically, so there's a funny part that we were talking about everything, and then at some point, Force Ivy asks, "All right, so who wants to go?" Or like Two-Face asks, "Who wants to go next?" Or whatever. Someone asks, "Who wants to go next?" And Croc's like, move the thing. My
Yeah,
accent.
so sorry.
So he's like, Croc's like, "Me! There I was, that corner in this ravine, when Batman came behind me." And Force Ivy's like, and he's like, "I threw a rock at him." And then literally every villain on the table was just looking at him so dumb. Even Joker's got this like dumb, like just like sad frown on his face, like, what the hell is this guy?
I threw a rock at him!
And they're all just looking at him like this. They're like all so dumbfounded. And at point in time, it's like me, like, "So Harvey, what did they do with the giant penny after you stopped the Batman thing?" And Croc's like, "Well, it was a big rock."
Yo, when you make Joker like shocked.
Wasn't even shocked. He was just like looking at the disappointed, like, I find most things funny. That was just
Like, that was
savage.
just stupid, dude. But yeah, absolutely. Asylum made me terrified.
Yeah.
Because we're all afraid of the water. Like,
Yeah.
secretly, if you drop one of us in the ocean,
Yeah.
we're gonna die of fear before
Yeah.
a shark.
And I remember playing that when I got to that part of the game, and I saw, and like when Joe was like, "Crocodile boy, is that you?" I'm like,
Crocodile
"Oh,
boy."
shoot, Killer Croc." And like, cause you see him in the elevator when he's coming up in the elevator, and you see him like he comes to the entire elevator, and I'm like, why is he so wide? Like, why is he so wide like that?
Damn, he's thick.
And then he steps out, and he's like 4 feet tall, and I was really like, me that was a kid, I was like, I'm gonna fight this guy. I'm not okay with that.
No. I can smell you, Batman.
That's the reason why I never beat that game as a kid.
Yeah.
I never beat it until I got the remaster copy. Because as a kid, like, cause when I finally got the game myself for Christmas one day, because like I played it, but I remember that boss fight. I actually looked it up online later on and saw how creepy it was. And my basement of my old house, it was terrifying for me as a kid. 'Cause, like, there's a lot of big like hallways and empty rooms that were always like dark and stuff. So I always like left a lot of lights on. It was so creepy in there.
Nice.
In fact, even my Arkham Knight walkthrough, I had to turn every light off. And
Arkham Asylum was a horror game.
Yeah.
Like, straight up, it was a horror game.
Like, also, my Arkham Knight walkthrough, I had to turn off every light in my room, just to like record about any light reflection besides the PlayStation controller.
Yeah.
And that basement's creepy. Even one time my bird came downstairs to ask me if I wanted any McDonald's, they scared me. Like, I didn't see him come down because the lights were all off.
Die, Arkham Knight! Ah!
They see my point of the story is that I didn't want to play the game down there. I wanted my Xbox upstairs because I was not playing Croc down there. I never beat it though.
Jesus Christ. Although, dude, I'm sorry, we're gonna like be praising Arkham Asylum for like the next 5 minutes, but how awesome are those like recording tapes of them talking to the psychiatrists?
Oh, yeah, those are
Like the
good.
villains, those are so
Yeah.
good. I love those so much.
I just want to see how long we've been talking so far.
Like Riddler's, Killer Crocs was awesome. It was
So,
just-
well, my timer said I started like a little bit after we started
Yeah.
talking. It was like
Oh.
for 22 minutes in. We're maybe close to 30 minutes. I think.
yeah, maybe. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Not that bad. We've done worse. We've done
Yeah.
totally worse.
Yeah. And of course, Scarecrow is a lot of fun.
Scared? Yeah. Again, you called me out for my hypocrisy the other
Yeah.
day, and I was pissed because I'm currently playing Arkham Knight on PlayStation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it went for free on
Oh.
PS Store. Yeah.
I don't think you told me this.
Oh, I didn't?
No.
Oh, dude, it's okay. It's all right in my opinion. I'm getting used to it. But I remember I never really got into the Arkham games until like a couple years ago. And the only time I ever actually even got introduced to Scarecrow in his entirety was through Arkham Knight. So I always thought like, oh, he's this guy who's creepy and he talks like this, and I will show you fear, Batman.
Right.
So when we first met, like, I really like that version of Scarecrow. And then I got the Arkham Asylum remastered game.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, he's a creepy, like, scary dude, like, he's going to die of fear. And like, I love this guy more. And then you called me out, like, I thought you said you liked the Arkham Knight version.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I was pissed.
I thought we were just really talking about that. I didn't know you actually were playing the game at that point.
Oh, no, I was. I should have told you, man.
Oh.
It sucks. Ah,
That's
man.
funny though, yeah. I think our first conversation ever was about Arkham Knight. Technically, Scarecrow brings it all back around.
Aw, Scarecrow. He's like the glue to this friendship.
I found an old Scarecrow toy of mine in my garage recently.
did
I can
you?
show you afterwards.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But yeah, like Arkham Asylum is like a lot of fun and stuff.
Absolutely.
And of course, the Scarecrow screw, like, game crash.
Oh, dude, that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I love that. And like how Scarecrow's basically you switch places with Joker and like you're in the stretcher chair or whatever.
Yeah.
And like he brings you up to Joker and Harley Quinn and
Yeah.
Scarecrow. It's so sick.
Yeah. And of course, Arkham City is also even better.
Arkham's
The bosses are like so fun in that game.
yeah, absolutely.
And of course, Mr.
Solomon
Freeze.
Grundy, that
Oh,
was
that
so
was a lot of
fun.
fun.
That was really fun.
And Mr. Freeze, of course, is like
Mr. Freeze
is
is
like
Mr. Freeze is
Okay.
awesome.
yeah. Can't say I'm not sure if like, he's up there, but I would definitely argue Mr. Freeze should belong in top 10 best bosses of
You
all
think?
time.
Oh, really?
Because like, how many bosses can you think of did the thing where you cannot use the same tag? Like, I think of
That
bosses,
is actually pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
because like most bosses are a lot of fun, but everyone always says like boss they like, even so, but it's kind of repetitive to them. There's always the
Yeah,
same
exactly.
tactic.
Oh, do the same thing 3 times.
This like they literally say no, you can't use the same tactic twice. Even immediately again they eliminate the gargoyles and like before the boss starts.
Like he's a genius. Like, oh, I see you attacking me from the fence. Let me freeze the fence. so
Oh,
can
you
do
like
it again."
sneaked up behind me and like take me
Yeah.
down. I'm gonna let's fire these drones in the air that will scan around the air, so you can't do that.
Exactly. It's
Like-
crazy.
Like, that was something interesting,
Mhm.
and like which makes me sad why in Arkham Knight they literally decided no boss fights. And I'll get into Arkham Knight. I'll get into Arkham Knight.
Well, there was one boss fight. Riddler.
I'm talking about the Arkham Knight stupid tank and drill one. I'll get into that stuff.
Okay, the first boss is a helicopter. Remember that? When you're at Ace Chemical Plants?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that was.
Oh yeah, there's that.
That was alright, but that's not.
I'll get into Arkham Knight when we get there.
We'll get there.
That's in a lower section.
Look at that. Aw, man.
But, yeah. The art games were like the bosses are a lot
They're
of fun.
classics, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Even Origins, like there was some good ones. Like Firefly was like I think the best one there. It was
Mhm,
like a little bit more unique and stuff. Like Origins, like I'll talk about those ones too later on and stuff.
Yeah,
but-
Origins is kind of like the red-headed stepchild of the
Yeah.
trilogy, but it still has its moments.
Can you also say like all the art games besides Origins, like the main ones that Rocksteady made,
Mhm.
even though there's some problems, all the openings are all solid.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
remember all those openings?
100%, yeah.
Taking Joker to the asylum,
Classic.
Bruce Wayne's campaign, the getting arrested,
Yeah, that was amazing.
and the whole diner scene.
The horrifying, like, hey, can you tell that guy to stop smoking?
Yeah.
I don't want to, and you don't want to either.
Yeah, all great openings.
And how you even see that guy, like, later at the precinct.
Oh, I think
You see the
yeah.
police officer you play as.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
that's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Also, what I love about Arkham City, we're getting into a tangent here, it's really kind of
Mhm.
crazy. We also get one they just made an episode about the Arkham games, probably.
We absolutely can.
But I want to mention how I also like in Arkham City how like in the open you can meet 3 characters early on there.
Mhm.
So you can see Black Mask getting tormented and stuff on the side.
I think I remember that.
You can see in that lineup Deadshot kind of threatens you and stuff and does like signature bang catchphrase. And another part when you're out in the fence area where like people come to attack, you can see Azrael up in the top corner of the building.
That's like such attention to detail.
Yeah.
Man. That's like so cool. Why did you have to screw it up with the Arkham Knight?
Well, here's the thing, like I still like Arkham, it's a great game, but I think there's a lot of missed opportunities in that.
There are, in my
Like,
opinion, yeah.
because here's the problem. Simon City wrote my one guy named Paul Dini. He wrote a lot of the episodes of the animated series. He's like a stellar Batman writer,
Mhm.
but he wasn't the writer for Night. That was probably the main reason.
Oh,
why.
really? Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Which is why I lost to like Azrael and the Hush. I think were 2 of the biggest disappointments in that game. I feel like it's like
Yeah.
they tease their storyline so great. Like, oh, I'm Bruce Wayne now.
Yeah.
Oh, dark days are coming,
This
Batman.
can-
And
this
like,
can go
oh
somewhere.
no, like Hush is like a literally one mission thing and
Let's
stuff.
lock him in a cellar.
Yeah, and Azrael was fun, but it was not what I wanted.
Yeah. Yeah. Although, I will say, though, I really did like... Well, Arkham Knight did have a lot of problems.
Yeah.
I've spoiled myself, like, years ago, so don't worry. I do like the fact that you basically collect the villains. Like,
Yeah.
when you stop them, you bring them to the exact same cell.
I like that. It's fun.
Why do you bring the fire officer, though? I know he's technically a crook, but why are you putting him in the same place as Firefly, Two-Face, and Riddler? That man's gonna die.
He's fine.
And Professor Pig!
And Firefly.
And Firefly! He's gonna die!
I mean, he still has, like... He's fine. And Deathstroke can be in there, too.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, isn't there like a DLC, like Gotham's Most Wanted, where like...
Oh, you've seen that? That was the best DLC they did.
Oh, really?
You can lock up those villains, too.
Awesome, because I saw like, I saw Mr. Freeze in that. Like, hell yeah.
Yeah, those are fun.
Nice, I might have to download it.
Yeah.
Because I'm never gonna platinum that game.
I'm not sure. I don't know when I'll ever platinum that either.
No, we were talking like, I'm gonna see if I can platinum Arkham Knight. Like, I hear the trophies are really hard. And like, oh my god, this is like a 0.6%.
Right. And anyway,
that was a long tangent.
Yeah, that'll be a whole thing.
Yeah, that'll be a whole episode in the works.
Yeah, so you want to talk about your next thing?
My next favorite boss...
Because we're about to enter 30 minutes in.
Yes, my next favorite boss is, from this game right here, Dark Souls 3. Now, I think he might be the second last boss, actually, depending on how you go about it. It's the Twin Princes. Have you ever heard of them?
No.
Well, you see, the entire main story of Dark Souls 3, and I'm not going to go into too much detail, is basically the world is surrounded by this circle of fire and darkness, and you have to sacrifice yourself to the flame to make sure the Age of Darkness doesn't happen and kill everybody. So basically, for thousands of years, these strong and legendary champions have sacrificed themselves to prolong the Age of Fire, until this one douche nozzle, this one absolute douche decides, you know what, I don't want to anymore. I don't want to do this. Like, yo, me and my bro, we're just, like, not gonna do that. And those are the Twin Princes. Right. So basically, I love the fact that, alright, this guy's not the last boss, but basically he's the reason all of my pain up to this point happened. And also there's like this theory that basically, as you go out through the thing, there's like 4 characters you can become friends with. And they have a personal connection to the 5 main bosses.
Right.
Except, there's nobody for the Twin Princes. Which it kind of implies, like, hey, somehow you and this boss are entwined in the past. And my god, he is a bastard. He is so hard. He is just not fun. It is so... Like, his brother is a paraplegic. He can't use his legs. And he's, like, crawling around like he's whipping sword. And, like, when you kill him, I swear to God, these guys are, like, either gay or incestuous. Because after you kill the brother, his little brother comes down and is like, oh, Lorian, rise if you would. And, like, he just, like, hops on his back for a piggyback ride. And then his brother gets back up. He's like, oh. It starts all over again. And he has this one really stupid move where it's like, I'm gonna charge up my sword. And it will hit you no matter how many times you dodge it. I swear to God. And like, if you kill him, his brother will be like, I'm gonna revive you. This is your chance to do damage. But it's, like, so stupid.
Are you sure it's not one you don't like?
I know, I love him. I love him.
You're going on like rage almost.
I love him, but I hate him.
Also, I'm not sure this is the case. When you start saying you're like whipping this thing around, I was thinking of it as the paraplegic brother. That's all I'm thinking when you start saying that.
He's just like whipping his leg around.
No, I'm thinking his brother grabbed his brother and started whipping him around. Like,
that would be amazing. That would be my #1 boss.
That's all I'm thinking about when you
that
say
would
that.
be incredible. Like, the best part is, after you kill him, you chop his head off and you put it on a throne. It's like, screw you for all of that pain. And you wanna know what's worse? You meet this NPC who's like this really sweet girl, like after you complete her quest, like, I promise to become your personal knight, and I will help you all the way till the end. You can summon her for the final boss. She dies even if you win. She dies. It's like, alright, great, there goes my knight. I liked you.
That's nice.
Yeah, thanks, Twin Princes, Lorien and Lothric.
Okay.
And another thing. That's it for me. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, so...
You haven't seen Rage yet. There's another boss that's painful.
Alright, yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna skip what I have on my list because it's not that big to talk about. So
Yeah.
Spider-Man PS4, this one's not that mass to talk about.
Oh, dude, the Spider-Man bosses are so fun.
Here's the thing with me. They're fun, but I kind of wanted more out of them.
Yeah, they don't have much of a presence. Like, the
Yeah.
boss fight, super fun.
Yeah, like...
But you don't get to interact with them much.
Like, it's fun that they someone team up for dual battle, but I feel like I wanted more out of them.
Yeah, like, I wanted them to...
interesting.
Because let's be honest, Mr. Negative's not that cool.
Yeah,
Like, he's interesting, but he's not as cool as, like, let's say, Vulture or Electro. Those guys are awesome.
Yeah, Mr. Negative's not as cool as this senile old man of flight suit that really should not be fighting this 25-year-old anymore.
And also has cancer.
Oh yeah, he has cancer in that game too. He really should not. He's not as cool as.
You need to stop. You need to retire.
He should be like. He should be paralyzed by this point. I think.
You got problems, my guy.
And realistically, Vulture.
Yeah. No, he shouldn't be there.
He should not be.
But dude, the Shocker boss fight was super fun.
That was a lot of fun.
That it took me a little time to get used to it because I was just like dying over and over.
Yeah.
Again.
And like Doc Ock fight's cool.
Doc Ock fight made me cry.
That one's cool with a lot of the history in the game behind it.
Yeah. It's crazy,
And, like,
man.
I found a lot of their boss fights were fun, but like it wasn't. They weren't like I wanted more. I wanted something more interesting out of Electro or and like.
You mean
Rhino.
like during the fight or like outside of the fight?
Like I was want like more like individual fight, like something like unique to them. And
stuff. Oh, how sick would it have been if like you fight Vulture alone, then you fight Electro alone, and that the final boss is then teamed up against another?
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking about an old game called Spider-Man Shattered Dimension, which like
I've
I
heard of
still
it.
hope they port over to like the modern consoles at least.
Felicia and her big bountiful hair.
I think you're forgetting the wrong game. She's not in Shattered Dimension.
Damn it.
I think you're thinking of Edge of Time.
My bad. I'm so sorry.
But like in that game, like they had all boss fights were like really cool and stuff. Like Sandman was interesting, Electro was interesting, like Hobgoblin was interesting. They had a lot of interesting boss fights.
I
in that
love
game.
Hobgoblin.
They were all like super neat and stuff. This one, like I thought, could have used a little bit more. I think.
Yeah, it could have, but they were still pretty fun in my opinion.
And the side bosses were also that was kind of the same. Like Tombstone was fun.
Tombstone was
The fiery chain that was fun.
Yeah, dude, I actually felt like Tombstone was on easy mode for some reason for me. Like when I fought him, I was like, oh, he has not even been able to attack me.
Yeah. And then also Taskmaster. Like that was like
Taskmaster's a joke.
just shows up and stuff. Like fight me. Like okay.
Oh, and then you have Screwball.
It's not even a boss. Like it's just there for no reason. It's literally a throwaway villain that was from the Superior Spider-Man.
And then
comics.
she was in the DLC, like all three of them.
Oh great.
You didn't know?
No, I haven't played DLC yet.
Oh, dude, she sucks in those games. She sucks in those deals. She basically becomes Taskmaster, but even more stupid.
Oh, you guys want Mysterio or Hobgoblin? No, we're gonna give you Screwball. We could even give you some.
I don't even know who Tombstone is.
Spider-Man?
Oh yeah, the guy in the suit.
Yeah.
That was a really different Tombstone.
Yeah, he's very different a lot of times in the media.
Man.
Or we could give you a villain like Boomerang or even the Spot. They're both stupid, but they're at least they'd be more fun.
But at least
you're Screwball.
No, 0 out of 10. No big wheel. No big wheel.
Have you ever heard of Spot villain though?
The Boomeranger?
No, the villain called the Spot.
Oh, I've heard. He punches like right? Is that what we're talking about?
10 out of 10 best villain of all time.
No, it looks sick though.
Darth Vader and Voldemort, they got nothing on this guy.
Sick! Yo, Thanos, watch out!
I got the Force. I got my spots.
I have holes. Dude, that's almost as crazy as Rainbow Man from Batman.
I mean, a Rainbow Raider or something. No, that's Flash film. You're thinking Crazy Quilt.
Rainbow.
Don't ask.
Crazy.
You imagine someone like kicked the Spot right in the junk, but he has a portal. And like, imagine the portal. Imagine
I
that.
sexually identify.
No, imagine the portal right. He about to kick him right in the junk. The portal right there. The portal opens right on Spider-Man's junk, and he kicks himself.
Oh, I don't remember putting a web shooter in my pants. I sexually identify as female. Nothing can fill this hole.
Anyways.
Are we gonna get demonetized?
I don't care. Anyways. Read whatever you have next.
Alright, I think this actually might be my last favorite boss.
Okay.
And by last favorite, I mean my most favorite because it has a lot to me. Oryx, the Taken King, comes for your light.
Yeah, alright.
Alright. So you see, this game here, Destiny, it means so much to me. I love it with all my heart. It's one of my favorite games. It means so much. Which is why the villain in this expansion, Taken King, was such a badass. Cause you kill his son, and he doesn't sit down. He's like, yo, screw this. I'm gonna take my entire army. I'm gonna just take everything to fight against you. And his final boss is so sick. It's so crazy.
Yeah, I remember playing with you.
Yeah. You go up to his boss room and his hive there's oh no, we're gonna let the big guy take care of this sucker. And Oryx come to me, you will die for this. And then when you get in there, it's Oryx all shadowy, and then he just comes into this reality, cuts his way through, and he sucks your light. And the raid, he's took 1,000 Flintstone vitamins, and he's this is you, this is him. And it was sick. I love him. Oryx is such an awesome boss fight.
Just I don't know. I realized your water actually got half empty. Last time I looked, it was actually half full. Now it's actually empty.
Well, then, I'm a thirsty boy.
Yeah. Gotta say about Destiny, the big problem that I have with that is because they always put more attention on the third DLC than the actual story.
They do.
It's the story's we'll give you some fun stuff, but it's mostly pretty pathetic.
You wanna know why? You wanna know why they do that?
They want your money.
No, because they had to deal with Activision. Because Activision wanted basically to turn Destiny into Call of Duty, where they had a new release every single year.
Oh, great.
Bungie couldn't do that, so what they did is okay, we're gonna just push out what we have of Destiny, what we considered side quests. We're gonna put in the first 2 DLCs, and we're gonna go really hard in the 3rd expansion to count as a next game.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they've stopped doing that now that Activision's not around.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's great. But I totally agree. I totally agree.
And so Destiny 3 will still be okay.
Yes, we'll see you in the next 7 years.
Yes. And we'll kill off Zavala, Ikora.
No, don't you dare! Don't you dare kill my beautiful bald people! Don't you dare even joke about that, man! Yo, we're gonna fight the darkness! We're gonna win! But yeah, Oryx is awesome.
Alright, so I have a couple... since you've already, that was your last
one. Yeah, those are my list.
I'll cut down my last two. My last two, Lego Marvel Super and Destiny 2.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, Destiny 2? Really?
They were fun bosses.
I'm surprised! Holy shit!
So, I'll just combine these two. They're the same franchise, so God of War 3 and 4. Of course, we talked about the Boulder one, which is a lot of fun.
Which is super cool looking boss.
I remember playing that and I was like, wow, this is amazing.
But unfortunately, nothing really else lives up to that, though.
Yeah.
You
mostly fight trolls in that game.
Yeah,
trolls.
Even Magni and Modi.
Yeah.
They're not that as cool.
If everyone there, they want Nolan from Troy Baker in the game. We need to have them in every game.
It was so cool. It was so awesome. Who do you think is gonna voice Thor, though? Because that could actually work into a 3rd reference. Okay, Nolan North, Troy Baker, here's their dad.
Or maybe Nolan and Troy voice them together. But it's just weird. It's a weird thing about their voices you record it all the same day. It just changed in and out the line, and they're just what are you doing?
What is Thor? Are you okay? Yes.
Actually, it was Chris Hemsworth. They decided, you know what? Let's pull out the money we can scram together and get Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth, oh my god.
Actually, you know what? Doesn't live up to Boulder, but they're annoying as shit. The Valkyries.
Dude, the Valkyries are so.
Let me tell you something. I'm telling.
Go on.
When the 1 year anniversary of God of War, they posted on the PlayStation YouTube channel about them celebrating how the fan community loves it, and the one person who designed the Valkyries was talking about. So I designed the Valkyries for so long, and when I see people online complain about them, I just laugh, and I'm just like.
Dude, I was actually watching a video of a guy. He was playing the last Valkyrie, the Queen of the Valkyries. And he's like, alright, somebody put in Duel of Fates here, cause we going in. And he beats her first try.
I've beaten 2, I fought 2 others, I'm probably not gonna beat the others.
Look, man, the other 2 are in optional areas.
There's probably 8 of them, isn't there?
Well, there's some, like, there's one in, like, this poison maze.
Oh, yeah.
There's one in hell.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I beat 2 of them. I fought 2 others. I couldn't beat those 2. Didn't fight any others.
Have you beaten the game yet?
No.
Oh, do you know the spoiler, though?
I know Kratos, not Thor's at the end and stuff.
Oh, do you know about,
Loki.
Yeah. Nothing, gamers, nothing.
Like, when I beat the game, you told me about the Thor thing. You have to go back to the house.
Oh, yeah. Did you do it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Which I hear rumors that the second game is supposed to be like now is rumors that it's called Ragnarok. I'm like,
Which it absolutely is. Or should be, at least.
like it seems like doesn't seem Ragnarok's like a more third thing. Like that's like the end of everything. When it's more like
does, but the thing, I'm like a big fan of Norse mythology in real life.
yeah.
And in the story, like how Ragnarok happens is that Loki kills Balder with an arrow of poison ivy or whatever, which happened in the game. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Like, oh, Ragnarok's gonna happen.
So that happens shortly after that.
Yeah, it happens almost immediately after that.
But so they're planning on doing a trilogy.
Actually, sorry. Actually, Loki gets imprisoned for like 1,000 years, and then eventually he breaks out. So, whoa, what if that happens? In the second game, Atreus gets locked up at the end, and it's the third game, Kratos
maybe because Boulder's was Thor's brother.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, isn't he? Isn't Boulder's his brother?
I think he might be. Loki is his uncle.
Because I remember, I remember that, and I know it's actual mythology.
Yeah.
Because I remember in Earth Mightiest Heroes, a cartoon, like Marvel, like Boulder was his brother in there. But was he actually his brother in the real mythology?
I don't. He might have been a cousin or something like that.
Huh.
I can look it up if you want.
No, I think he is, because he's like, he's Freya's kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I know Odin and Freya.
Yeah, so like, I feel like, if that's the case, Loki does get locked up then. And then, I feel like that would make sense, because, Ragnarok more of a third game thing, unless they're only doing 2 games, but I feel like that'd be kind of a weird thing to do.
Yeah. I mean, if they can tell an entire story in 2 games, good on them.
I mean, yeah.
But if they can make, the badass trilogy of Kratos and boy, that would be awesome.
Better trilogy than Thor trilogy besides Ragnarok, which is good, and the other 2 were, okay and bad.
Goodbye, my lover. You can't see a camera, but there's a poster of Thor the Dark World behind you. Goodbye, my friend.
But, yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so...
And what's your Destiny 2 boss? I'm surprised about this.
I was gonna say, I just felt the final boss with, Gull. It was a lot of fun, because, kind of if you're a Titan, Warlock, or a Hunter,
yeah, he changes his super for you.
I think I want to super, I just put that there, because I thought that was a lot of fun. I had a lot of time playing that game.
Oh, that's
the
nice.
bosses are very unique.
I had a lot of fun playing with you. I just really wish we could play more.
We could.
We can, but we can't play, together unless you have it on your...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're, down the streets. You
can
ambush me.
Dude, you can come over after we're done this.
Alright, so, yeah.